Guys, do you remember the Camponotus I caught last May? During community lockdown because of COVID-19? After more than 9 weeks. Let's meet her again and her newly found colony. Welcome to DColonyyt. I witnessed her first batch of eggs, and of course, her first emerging nanytics as well. This colony are currently my biggest ants, in terms of size. The nanytics are the smallest members of any ant colony. But look at this comparison, guys. This colony's nanytics are as big as a fire ant queen. The size of our Camponotus queen is more than 20 millimeters, and her nanytics are more than 10 millimeters in size. This makes me curious, how huge the super majors of the colony will be. Anyway guys, this carpenter ants are Camponotus irritans pallidus. And after 9 weeks, the colony have a total of 9 workers. That's equivalent to 1 new worker per week. The colony is slow growing indeed, but they are fun to keep. I'm just having one big problem of this colony. I will discuss it later. Any suggestions to solve the problem are always welcome in the comments. For now, let's try feeding them live feeders, like what we did in my fire ant colony on the previous video. Let's see how this colony hunt their prey. It takes 30 minutes of waiting. And 1 worker decided to forage. Will she attack and hunt alone, or will she call for backup? Okay, that's settle it. She calls for backup and return to battle. Compared to fire ants, they are less aggressive. They aren't biting the crickets face to face, instead fighting them in longer range, spraying formic acids. And look, who decided to take a peek on battle, Her Highness. The cricks never had a chance to land their deadly kicks, like what they did on my fire ants. After more than 1 hour of acid rain, our Camponotus warriors completely immobilizes the baby crickets. Camponotus irritans pallidus are great inspectors. They will be inspecting this baby crickets for less than 1 hour, before bringing them to the nest, for safety precautions, not to bring unsafe food to the colony. After the high standard inspection, they decided to bring some of the cricks, that is now safe, to consume. It's getting late, guys. So let's check their nest and let me show you something. Let me reveal the biggest problem of this colony. Their waste management. Actually, this is their 3rd test tube setup. The first one got molds because they bring their food near the cotton part, which is hard to clean. On their 2nd test tube, I decided to feed them larger cuts of foods so that they will not carry it deep inside the nest. But look, they still managed to bring it inside. How strong! 2 weeks ago, I transferred them to their 3rd test tube setup. As you can see, the cotton is getting brown again because of contamination. So I decided to move them to their first formicarium, to see if that will improve their waste management. But, let's do it tomorrow. For now, let them consume their food overnight. As I check them in the morning, all the cricks has been totally consumed by our Camponotus ants. We can now move them to the formicarium. Remember this DIY ant farm? We built it on the first video of the channel. However, I made some changes on this formicarium. I added a cover with mesh, but I removed the mesh later on, because of ventilation problem. I also added a wall between the nest and the hydration media, because I don't want them putting their food near the hydration chamber, again. And I also moved the artificial plant at the back. Anyway guys, say hi to the ant colony beside them. I have made a video of moving their colony to the ant farm. I will upload it soon. Let's just don't mind them for now, as they will be starring on another video. Let's focus in moving our carpenter ants to their formicarium. And, let's offer them some honey, for their housewarming. Oh no, I've scratched the glass. As I forgot to put lubricant before removing the nest from the tank, when I made some modifications. Anyway, the ants accepted our offer, as expected. They love their honey. When I peek at the top of the formicarium, I noticed how massive the queen's gaster is. Oh my, that's really huge. Look at her gaster, few days ago. It's pure dark brown. It had no stripes, that is sign of stretch. And look at it now, wow! This is the first time I see her gasters this big. Looks like they will have population explosion in the upcoming weeks or months from now. Stay tuned for that, buddies. About the big problem of the colony, if moving them here doesn't solve the problem, my last resort is building a bioactive setup for them, to help on cleaning their leftovers and general waste. I just hope you have learned something from this video, guys. Be a genie for the first time, by granting my wish and tapping the like and share button. That would help a lot. This is DColonyyt, saying goodbye for now, but hoping to see you on my next videos.